to you. Good morning to you. Alrighty, let's see. Hello, everybody out there in yonder, in virtual land. We're going to sing some songs, and I want y'all to sing with us. I won't be able to hear you, but I'll know if you do or not. I know. How would I know that? Well, I'm not sure, but I can feel it. Okay, we're going to do a song by Willie Nelson. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on that road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on that road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again, and I can't wait to get on that road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down that highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on that road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, so I can't wait to get on that road again. On the road again, like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. I just can't wait to get on that road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on that road again. And I can't wait to get on that road again. Willie Nelson, one of my favorites. If you never got to see him live, you missed it, because he was incredible live. He's still with us.
Oh, he's still kicking.
Yeah.
You ever see him play with his sons? He performs with his sons now, and they're all so good, and they all sound just alike. They sound like him. Yeah.
He played at the Bow one time, y'all, and he played. All of his whole band was family members.
Yeah.
So, and they played real instruments, and it was even homemade stuff. It was great. This is a song by Peter, Paul, and, well, actually it's by Bob Dylan, and I discovered it brand new, never heard it before, and it's a really neat little song. I just fell in love with it right off. It's called Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. Well, ain't no use to sit around, why, babe? It don't matter anymore. And it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. When you look rooster crows at the break of dawn, okay, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm a traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. The light I never know. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. Still, I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway, so don't think twice, it's alright. I'm walking down that long lonesome road, babe. Where I'm bound, I can't tell, but goodbye is too good a word, gal. So I'll just say fare thee well. I ain't a saying that you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. Just sort of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. So it ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never done before. And it ain't no use in calling out my name, gal. I can't hear you anymore. And I'm thinking and I'm wondering all the way down the road. I once loved a woman, a child I'm told I'd give her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. I don't know if Sonny and Cher did it. Did they do it?
Could have. I mean, a lot of people did the song.
Yeah, a lot of people did versions of it. Kind of got them go.
I thought it turned out pretty good. Didn't you? I think so. Yeah. Look at the food coming in. That's awesome.
It's a great vocal song. I would think everybody would want to do it because it's one of those fun sing-along songs, just to kind of. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like a mountain in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Come let me love you. Come love me again. like a night in the forest, like a mountain in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. There you go. Water time. Morning, how you doing? Oh, great. As long as I'm sitting upright singing, I'm all right. I know through that. We'll have to work on that together. Because it'll be a fun little thing just to kind of throw in.
Yeah. Is it progression or is it a certain song?
This one. This song, and I'll show you the big. Then it has this little. It's just that's all there is to it. But just kind of. Well, it's a blues song, so it's got words to it.
All right, we ready? Good morning, everyone.
Look it back up again.
Good morning. Please join us and stand as we sing I Can See Clearly Now.
Good morning, everybody. Y'all want to join in and sing this wonderful song because I can see clearly now. Well, who are you? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. There we go. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. Ooh. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Yes, it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.
And isn't it a bright, sunny, shiny day? God bless us. Good morning again. That's a great song. And namaste.
Namaste.
Let us open with a prayer. We open our hearts and minds to receive divine inspiration this morning here at Unity of Gulfport. We give thanks for this glorious morning and all those who are serving of their gifts and talents. We lovingly allow Spirit to move in, around, and through us as we relax to experience these sacred moments. May we each be blessed in a special, special way. Welcome to Unity of Gulfport. Do we have any first-time visitors? Looks like we all know each other. It's good. We come together to affirm and celebrate our unity, our oneness with each other, and with the source of all that is. In that spirit of unity, you know who's smiling. You know who's smiling. In that spirit of unity, let us pause to unfold in light and love. Thank you, hon. All people in our community and in our world. The candle of unity signifies the light within each of us and our connection to all that is, and so it is. Let us affirm our faith. I have faith that God is my instant, constant, and abundant supply. I have faith that God provides ways when to human sense there is no way. I have faith that God is guiding me in all ways. My health, happiness, and success are assured. We will now sing In the Garden, and it's appropriate that we share photos of our own memorial garden right here. Isn't it beautiful? And it will memorialize Miss Jody Poole and Miss Rosa Perry.
I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is ringing. And He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I'd stay in the garden with Him, though the night around me be falling, but He bids me go through the voice of woe. His voice to me is calling, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. That's a sweet song. It's just a sweet song.
Isn't that a great old song? Our favorite Maxine Nix will now read the Daily Word.
Good morning. Today is Sunday, November the 22nd, 2020. The word for today is forgive. In the peace of prayer, I release all unforgiveness. If I hold on to feelings of hurt, betrayal, or anger in response to another person's words or actions, I block the flow of divine love and peace in my life. Likewise, holding on to guilt, shame, or embarrassment that may arise when I have hurt another person also keeps me from experiencing divine love and peace. Forgiveness removes all barriers, all obstacles, anything that may be disrupting my experience of the divine presence. And in order to forgive myself or another person, I need not justify or approve behavior that is unwelcome. I need only to become willing to forgive. In the peace of prayer, I release all unforgiveness. I feel the healing power of divine love as it dissolves all barriers, all illusions of separation. I forgive and I am healed. And forgive us our debts as we also forgive our debtors, from Matthew 6:12.
Thank you, Maxine. As far as announcements are concerned, we are collecting non-perishable food items for Christmas for needy families in this neighborhood. If you have food or new or gently used items of clothing or toys, please bring them on Sundays or message us and we'll make sure someone is here to meet you. Does anyone have any events they'd like to announce? Moving right along. As most of you know, we have a prayer box at the back of the room with prayer request forms. If you place your prayer requests there, we will pray for them here and at Silent Unity. And just a reminder, our prayer chaplains are holding sacred space for all your requests. We'll now sing another great song, My Dedication.
Here I am, Lord, use me, guide me, fill me, take me, lead me by your will. Here I am, Lord, ready to follow, to serve you, to love you, to be in this world. Thy will is done through me this day. Thy will is done through me this day. Lord, you call, I answer. I'm open, I listen, I hear you, I feel you move in me. Lord, I come closer, humble, surrendered, lifted, committed to your plan. Thy will is done through me this day. 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 Here I am, Lord, I come. Here I am, Lord, I come. Lord, I
Really nice, really nice. Reverend Judy will now offer a prayer.
Good morning. So good to see so many of you here in the sanctuary this morning. We know that social distancing is still in place, and we respect that too. And those who are out there in our viewing audience, I say good morning to you too. A little bit later, I'm going to talk about some suggestions on adding gratitude to our lives, and I have just a few suggestions on how to begin each morning. And each morning, I begin with good morning, God, and thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I'll just say that here and now. Thank you for being here, each and every one of you. I'm very, very grateful to share this time with you. So this morning, before we get started, do we have any particular prayer requests? Yes, Teresa.
I just want to thank everybody for the awesome prayers for my eyes. And I have some glasses for distance so I can drive to get here.
Yes. And what a blessing that is. Teresa, for those that didn't hear, is thankful for the prayers, and she now has distance glasses so she can drive. And I think that, for those that have had, and I know yours was more serious, but those who have had cataract surgery, you might first say, well, goodness, why did I get cataracts? And then the next thing you know, you've had the surgery on both eyes and you don't even need glasses anymore. And you're thinking, wow, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you. I know I had cataract surgery younger, and I kept thinking at that time, where did I get them so young? But I had my distance vision. I had like 2400 vision. It was terrible. I wore contacts. And then, shortly after the surgery, I'm thinking, wow, I prayed for perfect vision all my life. All my life, I prayed for that, and I have it. So we'll just celebrate together, Teresa, and all of those our age, that are, yeah.
Looking forward to the same surgeries, I'm sure.
Yeah, yes.
Another request is my girlfriend's, Marlinda, her mom has COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nursing home, and they have her in isolation.
Okay,
She'll be okay. They've given her medicines and stuff.
okay. Teresa's friend Marlinda, her mom has COVID, and others in the nursing home, so our prayers there for all those still suffering. Any other prayer requests? Yes, Robin?
Courtney.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And Mary Frost sent a note. She was here last week and she was using a cane. And I said, well, Mary, have you had another injury? Because she's broken the femur in her leg last year and had surgery for that. She said no, but she's just somehow she's going to find out what the deal was. So it's because of the prior injuries, and she has some torn ligaments, but she has a surgery coming up to fix all that in the next few weeks, and she's been asked to stay home knowing that she's going to have surgery. So she sends all of her love and thanks for the healing prayers that she knows are coming her way. And then Barbara has asked for just to hold her up in prayers right now, and we will certainly do that. Anyone else? Rick, you're yelling and over in the corner. Yes. No, I'm just looking to the wrong side. Go ahead.
One, my daughter Tracy is pregnant.
Okay.
Her last pregnancy did not end well.
Okay.
For healthy, successful delivery.
Absolutely.
And secondly, the way our country is, just for our leaders and our people to have cooler heads, calm heads.
Right.
The highest good.
Okay. Rick Williamson has asked for prayers for his daughter Courtney, who.
Tracy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tracy. Courtney was the other one. And she had a pregnancy last year and it did not end well. She's pregnant again. So we're just going to see her with a vibrant, healthy pregnancy and childbirth.
Yeah, she's reached her first trimester.
Okay.
She's going to keep it a secret until she passed that.
I understand. First trimester. Okay. And then Rick also asked for prayers for our country and the divisiveness, and that people just act with cool heads. And remember, we're all Americans. We all want the best. It's what we want. And so we're going to pray for that, the division that's going on. We pray for that. Anything else? Yes, ma'am.
My son, Jimmy, in California, is considered what do you call him? He has to work, and he's considered,
Essential worker.
Mm-hmm.
and yet they are having an explosion where he is of the coronavirus. So
Okay.
just that he stays healthy.
Okay. Maxine's son, Jimmy, is a required worker. He must, his services are necessary, but she says there's been an explosion of cases right there around him. So we're going to pray for that. And you see all these lovely little gifts down here on the altar table. Our friend Angela brought them last week, and she was concerned because there are 25 of them. A friend of hers made them and wanted her to bring them here and give us gifts. So please take one after the service. They're beautiful, and please thank your friend. So beautiful. And we're thankful this morning. Miss Nay picked up, I don't know how many bags of food yesterday. We distributed, or she's getting ready to distribute that for Thanksgiving. I saw some more food come in this morning, and so we're just most grateful for that. We had decided that the best thing we could do as a community would be to bring food, because there are so many people in this area, this neighborhood, that are needy. And she was telling about all the little children that live in families where they just don't have enough. They don't have much, and so we pray for them. We do everything we can, and bringing the food is one of the things we can do. We're collecting, as Roger said earlier, more food, and anything that you have in the way of gently used clothing, we'll take that too, or toys or anything. We'll take that and distribute it to this neighborhood. So if that's all, let's just include this morning. There's so many people that have had extreme loss this year. Incredible loss. Loss so deep that they feel like they won't recover from it. We hold them in our hearts. We hold all those who have had loss, and their lives were never the same again. Such deep loss that they don't even know how to put words on it. Let's hold them in our hearts this morning as we acknowledge who we are, as we allow the light and love from the one power and the one presence, the divine, to come in. I close my eyes, I relax my forehead, all the muscles in my face, and as I do that, my focus goes inward. Inward. then I feel my heart connect with the light. And I know that I'm being moved by God, the essence of love, light, and well-being. We just pray this morning when we're in our sacred hearts for the answer, the protection, all of the needs. That are in this room right now. All of those in our families, our communities, and our world. We just pray for the highest good for all concerned. And we just say, as the words of the song, Thy will be done. And we know that from a higher place, each of us is aware of the pain that our human self is experiencing. Let us just comfort that one as if it were our own child sitting in our lap. Let us comfort ourselves from the grief, the pain, the worry, the anxiety, all of those human feelings. I pray for those. I say a special prayer for those, and prayer of protection on all these children for all their needs. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Amen. That was beautiful. Thank you. The music this morning has said so much to us, hasn't it? I'm so grateful for this place, grateful for unity. I'm grateful every single day for that, because like many of you, maybe unlike some of you, I don't know. When I started really awakening and seeing the world differently, I always had pretty much as a child, and then I saw things differently when I went to church, and I didn't believe the ways that others did, but then I thought, well, maybe I should. You know how that is. You just think, well, there's something wrong with me or different about me, you know, and then you just do. When you are young and inexperienced and you don't have much, courage to strike out yet, because, but you do later. So it was after my children were pretty much grown, still had one in college, and I just couldn't, I've told you before, I just couldn't do the job anymore that I was working. Could not do it one more minute. As a matter of fact, when I resigned and turned in my notice, it was like 3 months, because I had a pretty high-level position in an international corporation. I had a lot of responsibility. You're going to say, little old Judy, surely not. But I did. That was another lifetime away, I guess, but I just couldn't do it anymore. Could not do it anymore. Although I feel like I did the same job there that I do now, and that was being the faith keeper and taking care of people. I was vice president of human resources and administration, so I had a lot of responsibility and just too much responsibility. But there was an ache someplace inside that had been there all my life. And it was finally time to look at that. I believe I was 44 years old, and I said, I need to look at this. I don't know what sort of income I'll have after this, but I can't do this anymore. And it was extremely difficult, actually, to ride out those last 3 months, because it was just not what I was supposed to be doing at that point in my life. So I started reading everything I could, everything Dr. Shelby Spong, anything I could find. I had absolutely no idea there was a spiritual group like this, Unity. And I guess looking back on it, it was best for me not to know, because I needed to work out for myself what I believed, feel that in my heart, and then I was led to Unity through a different path. I was in another master's program at a Catholic college, believe it or not. Went on earth consciousness and earth sciences, because I was trying to decide what my future, who I was going to be when I grew up. And it was there that I was telling another person how I felt, one of the other people in the program, and she said, well, I go to Unity Church. You sound like that's your belief system. I said, really? I had no idea. I thought that you were either Catholic, Baptist, Methodist, or, I had no idea. I thought that was it. And so I started looking at the teachings, and I said, well, yeah. So I'm glad I came to it on my own before I found Unity, because I already had those beliefs. I had already worked it out for myself. There's no sin, salvation, or anything else except that we hold ourselves hostage to that. That's the only thing that could make sense to me. I could see it in the world. I knew that. Maybe my angels were telling me. I don't know. We all have guardian angels, you know. And we sometimes, I think they get sarcastic with us a little bit. You're like, you got to be kidding. So, like the guy that was a little overweight, he becomes psychic, and he says, well, I'm so thankful for my health. And his guardian angel says, well, you should be, you know, because of the way you eat and take care of yourself. So we need to listen to those guardian angels a little bit more. But what we believe here, of course, is what we've all discovered on our own, and that is that there is a divine presence. And the more we align ourselves with that, the more balanced we'll be, and our answers will come. And we don't need to worry. We need to know that even a year like this, something good will come from it. Even when we've experienced loss, we find out many things about ourselves that we never would have found had it not been for that loss. But today, I'm talking about gratitude. Gratitude in advance is the most powerful creative force in the universe. Wow. If it's that powerful, we need to pay attention, don't we? We need to pay attention to that. And some others, the hardest arithmetic to master is that which enables us to count our blessings. How about that? The only prayer you ever need to say in your whole life is thank you, and that would suffice. So, gratitude is awfully important. Let's talk about it just a few minutes, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to start your day with gratitude every day. So several years ago, the District of Columbia Police Department was auctioning off about 100 unclaimed bicycles. There was a little boy, 11-year-old boy, wanted a bicycle so badly, he only had $1. So each bike that came up, he bid $1. So with the bidding, of course, it went higher. $1 he repeated every time, hopefully, when each bike came up. The auctioneer, who'd been auctioning stolen or lost bikes for 43 years, noticed that the boy's hopes seemed to soar higher when a racer-type bicycle was put up for sale. Then there was just one racer left, and the bidding went to $8. Sold to that boy over there for $9, the auctioneer said. He took $8 from his pocket and asked the boy for his $1. The youngster turned it over in pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters, and he took his bike and he started to leave. But he turned back, parking his new possession, went back gratefully, threw his arms around the auctioneer's neck, and he cried. When's the last time you felt gratitude as profoundly as this little boy? This has been an interesting year, but I have felt gratitude many, many times throughout this year, and I hope you have too. Aesop said, gratitude is the sign of noble souls. Indeed, it's the hallmark of a life well lived. It impacts your life, your happiness, and the quality of your relationships, doesn't it? You remember when in your life that you realized gratitude was important? I hope it's not just today, but if it is, go with that. Remember it every single day. There's a man that his father was a minister. He was an evangelical minister, and he spoke for long talks on Sundays. And then he had especially long blessings when he was asking the blessing before they would eat their meals in the evening. And he said the family would sit around with dread, wondering how many Lord's Prayers and everything else they were going to listen to that night before they were able to eat. So a lot of hungry stomachs waiting around. He said one day his father came home, and he seemed in an especially cheerful mood. Went upstairs, washed his hands, came back down, sat at the table, and everybody sitting there just wondering how long their before meal prayer was going to be. The dad closed his eyes, bowed his head, and he just said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And the young man said he learned a huge lesson that day. All these other words that we use, all these extraneous words, maybe they don't matter. And all we needed to say all along was thank you. That will suffice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this year, you might be wondering why she's standing up there talking about saying thank you for this year that's been so difficult. But maybe, if we're going to be grateful in all things, maybe we can decide that 2020 is the perfect year to say thank you. Give thanks in all circumstances. This was Paul of Tarsus. He probably wrote those words to bolster a struggling Christian community around 52 CE, which makes his first letter to the Thessalonians the oldest surviving passage in the New Testament. I wonder if the apostle to the Gentiles had any idea how timely this would be 2,000 years later. Give thanks in all circumstances. Can you do that? Can you do that? And gratitude in advance, the most powerful creative force in the universe. It's been quite a year. The lingering effects of COVID-19, an absolutely mind-numbing campaign season. Absolutely. I don't care which side of the fence you're on. It has been something, hasn't it? And now as Rick asked for prayers for our country, I ask the same prayers and send those up every day. And I know all is well in the end. And if it's not well, then it's not the end. We always count on that. So everybody who's predicting apocalypse, just stop. It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. If it's not well, then it's not the end. And we've been assured that. So just remembering that. But and those lingering effects of COVID-19, the election season, locked up in our homes, not able to see our loved ones, So many different things we've muddled through the best we could. But there was a minister that wrote an article about being grateful. He said, give thanks in all circumstances. That can be a difficult reach when you're grieving, can it? We know that. We know that. Bernie, we know that. We're holding you in our hearts, okay? We know that. We're surrounding you with our love this morning, holding you up. We know that. So as I say these words, please know that we recognize that there are several right in the middle of grief. And we're holding you in our hearts. Holding you, Rosemarie. So maybe we can't always be thankful for our circumstances, but we can always give thanks during adverse and challenging times. We can do that. Thomas Shepard found himself, after heart surgery, having a hard time being thankful. He said he'd been a Unity student all his life, but there he was, flat on his back for 3 months, unable to stand or walk, too weak to brush his teeth. He said he was really feeling sorry for himself, but he gained a new outlook when he caught a short historical study on TV of the first Thanksgiving in America. He expected to see happy pilgrims wearing those goofy-looking hats, you know, the ones that we usually see with the big buckles, but their hats had no buckles, and they were far from happy. The winter of 1620 and 21 devastated the Plymouth colony in Massachusetts. Half of its population died from disease and malnutrition, including all but 5 of the women. In spite of the harsh conditions, the remaining settlers gathered with their Native American neighbors to thank the Great Spirit for a harvest to see them through the coming winter. They were still grateful. So we've seen so many selfless acts of kindness this year, haven't we? Oh my goodness. We are thankful. The medical community, all those folks that have come together, those necessary people still working day in and day out to bring the food and supplies we need. We've been so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Seeing such selfless acts of service reminded me of the words of the icon, Fred Rogers. Mr. Fred Rogers, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. And that, of course, reminded me again of our friend Rosa, and we went to see Mr. Rogers last December. And remembering her with love, again, for her generosity during her lifetime, all the giving she did, loving each of us, her honesty, feeling thankful for that. So I hold her in my heart every day, being thankful for every day that she was in my life. And that's the way we need to be for all of those that we've lost, being thankful for every day that we had with them. Now this morning, I wanted to talk a few minutes about the 5 steps to begin each day being grateful. Be grateful, breathe and stretch, spend time in the quiet, let go, forgive, set your intentions, and begin again. Now that sounds like it might take a long time and you don't have time for that, but you do. And I'm going to show you how you have time for that. It's as simple as this. When you get up in the morning, as you set the coffee machine on or the water to heat or whatever it is you do, express your gratitude. Feel that gratitude deeply. And if you are willing and able, just say, "Good morning, world," or "Good morning, God," or whatever it is that you want to express. Throw your arms up. Good morning. Good morning, world. Good morning, God. Good morning. Expecting to see only good today. Do that every morning. It will change your life. Then, take a few moments. Our bodies were meant to move, okay? And if you want to be limber in your 70s, 80s, and 90s, start being limber now. You can. And the more you don't move, the more your body won't move. And that's a fact. So, breathe. Do that with me right now. Take a nice deep breath. Stretch. Stretch. See, doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel great? Oh, we'll do a little yoga while we're here this morning. And that's all that yoga is. No, you don't have room. That's all that it is just getting the body moving. We are physical beings too. And this physical being is very important, very important. And we have great responsibility to take care of it, okay? We have a spiritual responsibility to take care of our bodies. That's a spiritual responsibility. So we stretch, get that blood flowing, the body limber, go all these different directions, spread your legs out this wide if you can, and if not, then work on it. And keep your body as limber as long as you can and healthy. Listen to your body. If you eat something and then your stomach burns later, maybe you weren't supposed to eat that. The body has an intelligence and it's trying to tell you something. Trust it. Trust it. Like the guy with his guardian angel. You got to be kidding. You ate that and now you're surprised you have a stomach ache? So just pay attention to your body and whatever speaks to you. You can do this in just a few minutes. We're not talking about a huge amount of time. And then every morning, if you're able, spend some time, and it can just be a few minutes. Because I know a lot of you have jobs, you need to get out there, you slept late, and you don't have much time. But spend some time in the quiet, whatever you call that. I call it my quiet time. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it prayer, meditation, contemplation. And in that time when you're balanced and centered, ask for whatever it is you need. Ask for guidance. Ask then in your prayer and centering time. That this will help you stay centered all day. If you will make this a practice. And as you're doing this, centering, asking for guidance also. before you're finished. Ask yourself who you have not forgiven. It may be yourself. What have you not released or let go? What do I need to put behind me? Jesus said, forgive our debts as we have forgiven our debtors. So in saying that, he's saying we must forgive as part of our spiritual practice. I believe that forgiveness and gratitude are tied. You cannot separate them. Because when you're feeling unforgiveness, you can't really feel love. You can't be generous. You can't be loving. We all know that because we've had people we know that has had some forgiveness, maybe in just one part of their lives. And they'll think that that doesn't affect the rest of their lives, but it does. You can feel it, you know it, you can feel it in their aura when you're close to them. When someone has unforgiveness and bitterness, it taints and poisons everything around you. You cannot find your higher good while you're feeling unforgiveness. You can't do it. So look what you need to release, what you need to let go, what you need to forgive, and it may be yourself, and it's as simple as that. You are forgiven. Ask and you are forgiven. Ask and you are given. Simple words, count on it. And before you finish, and you can do all of this in a short period of time, set your intention for today. I've released everything. I'm centered in balance. I'm going to begin again. I'm going to be my best today. I'm going to respond instead of react. I am going to find the good in every situation. I don't need to look back years later to find the good in it. We always do. We can always look back on our prior life and say, well, gosh, I see what good came from that. At the time, I thought that was nothing but bad. But we can train ourselves to find the good now. We can. And be grateful. Feel gratitude. Expand your heart till it's overflowing. Absolutely overflowing. So one of the things we want to do is to release any unforgiveness. Let it go. Set it free. We want to be an example to those that are coming after us. We want to show our children and our grandchildren and others that we are around that we are emotionally mature. An emotionally mature person doesn't react. They pause, they take some time, and they respond. And so if we're spiritually and emotionally mature, our children are going to see that in us, aren't they? They're going to learn, and they're going to grow. And they're going to be solid, courageous, adventurous people. with great spiritual practices because they've observed us. So I would just ask you, if you would, be grateful. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Spend time in the quiet. Forgive, let go, release, begin again. Every single day. Remember who you are and be grateful. I say again, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that you're here, each and every one of you, and those in the video audience. We're thankful for you. Thank you for being there. Thank you, and our listening audience later. Thankful for each of you. So grateful. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. I hold you in my prayers. I hold you in my heart. And I'm grateful. Thank you for your time. By the way, we're grateful Matt's here.
Thank you. Matt's grateful Matt's here. What a wonderful message. Once again, what a great reminder of practical, tactical advice we can use in our life today to find peace and joy, gratitude. Thank you very much, Reverend Judy, for another beautiful example of why we show up here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the segment of the service where we are offered an opportunity to exercise our abundance awareness and remind ourselves that all of our needs are met with abundance. Something like that. With that in mind, let us take our love offering into our hands and affirm. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give him love, and I trust in God.
Welcome to a place that knows you as God. Welcome to a place that sees who you are. We are of one mind. We are of one heart. Welcome to a place that knows the truth, that God is everything. God is me, God is you. Welcome to a place that knows you as God. Welcome to a place that knows you as God. Welcome to a place that knows you as God. We bless you, we appreciate you, we behold the Christ in you, empowering you to do great things.
And we bless Miss Jan too. With her grandchildren and keeping them corralled this morning. Let's stand to sing the peace song, please. And we are joining hands spiritually. How about that?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Oh, don't forget the candles. Everybody, you want a gift up here?